Okay. Okay. So today we'll go for the node like SAS library. Like what is SAS? How to add the SAS in the React, and what are the advantages about the SAS also in the React. Let us see one by one. Okay. So there is a library called Node-SAS. So this library will add us to write code in the SAS. Like in the CSS, we can write in a two ways. One is a .css, another is a .sess. Okay. Suppose if you are writing this SESS, like this is the superscript, right? Okay, who will convert all this file into CSS? Browser will understand only three languages. One is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Browser cannot understand the SAS. Okay, so that is the reason whenever you are writing any code in the SAS language here, SAS here. So now this code has to convert into what language again? CSS. Okay, so to convert this SAS into CSS, there is a translators, okay, or transcriptors is required. Okay, so then only this code will convert into here. But if you are directly opening the SAS code in the browser, this will not work at all. To solve this problem, there is a translators or a transcriptors already available. Okay, so we are going to install one library called Node-SAS, and automatically this .sess code will be converting into CSS code finally. Okay, in the final stage, whenever you are opening your project, browser will understand only three. Okay, not even React, Angular. It will always, all code will convert it into JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Okay, now this SAS code will be converting into what language? CSS code. Okay, now what are the advantages? We will see them. Okay, so here first we can write in a CSS or a SAS. So using the SAS, there are more advantages than the CSS. That is the reason we are going for a SAS. Let us first see how to install this project. So there is a library called npm install node-SAS. Let us install it. So you can stop the project and install this one. So right click on npm install node-SAS. So this will install the SAS. And you can go to any other project here inside the components and go to any component. Suppose demo component here. Okay. So this demo parent, here demo parent and demo child is there, but you can go for any component also, either login or footer. If you want to go to footer also, we can go for it here. Suppose here there is a CSS file is there, that is okay. And so either let us go here. Okay. So once it is installed, let us start the project npm start. Okay. So whenever you want to write our styles based on the SAS, first we have to write like a right click, create a new file, and this is a footer.sas file. Okay. So I can write like this. This is okay. And let me remove this. Let me remove this module file so that we'll see them later. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to remove from here also, comment out. Okay, and here I'll just like add some empty class, file save all. Okay, so here we have this footer, so the color is gone. Now only empty footer is there. So in generally, what is we'll be having it, we'll be having like a who developed the project and when it is developed, something like this. Trinits technologies and copyright information, something like this. Okay, so something like that we will be having it, and with the most of the time this will be in the center also, we can make it. Okay, so first time is let us use the SAS. So we have created one file called photo.sas, and we need to import this SAS in here. So here the name is just a SAS only, not module.sas. If you are writing module, either it can be CSS or SAS, both are same only. So let us try to go with the first SAS, then later we'll go for a module.sas. So here first you need to import that SAS. So how to import it? Just like a normal file, import footer dot. So whether this is a CSS or SAS file, something like this, import something like this. That's all. Okay. So here, so generally, if I want to style here, this H1 element, let us write, we can write in a class name or tag name, something like this, right? I will say footer title. This is my style name. So let's have the same name, copy it and add it to here. So dot footer title, and you can remove this open bracket. Okay, So here you can write like a, so what is the you can say font size, font weight, like a font color. Let us go for a color. I want to say color something Christmas file save all. Let us see here. So this is the color it is came. Okay, this is a normal CSS. There is nothing sass right. This is a normal CSS. We are using like a class based. So how many ways? What are the tags available in the CSS? Like 5 is there, right? Mainly CSS selectors. What are the simple? Ah, simple selector, complex, combination selector, pseudo class, pseudo element to attribute. So this is a simple selector and this is a class based selector. Okay. So suppose what this CSS is, there is one first rule is like here we are writing them color code, right? What is the color code? We are writing crimson. Okay. Suppose I want to use this color in multiple places also. So how many places I need to copy this code? I'll copy here and wherever the code is there. Suppose in the header also I want to add it. Let's go to header.css and here background color is equal to something like this I'm adding. Okay, so let us see, reload the page. So currently I'm using in the top as well as I'm using the bottom. Okay, suppose after 2 days or some days you want to change the color. How many places we need to change the color? Here one time and footer.js or footer.cs also one more time and so many places, right? Okay, so most of the time what people will do, they will create some folder or they will create a separate styles here. Okay, so they will create a separate styles here, something like a colors.sass file, something like this. So here what they are going to do, they are going to define all the colors in the project, whatever the colors they are going to use it, they are going to use it here. Suppose I want to write it. So here I will say white color and something like this. I will say, what is the white color? You can write like hash ff. Correct, right? This is a white color only. Okay. Something like you can write a black color. So these two colors. Suppose I want to add some title also. I'll say dollar primary. So something. You can make any. Let's go for any blue color related to the blue color. Okay, so these are the 3 colors I have defined. Okay, so inside the project what they are going to do, anywhere wherever they want to do. So this is nothing but a sass here ma. So here we are writing a dollar and variable name, right? This is nothing but a variable in the sass. Okay, and this is nothing but a variable value. So in the sass we will be having a variables first. Let's go for the concept here. So first, this is nothing but a variable. Here you can write your variable and here you can write your variable value. So once you declare your variable, anywhere you can use it. Something like this you can use it. Okay, wherever you want to present your color, you can add like a green color. So originally you are writing your color only in a one place, but that variable you are going to use in a multiple places. So as part of the project, let us use this primary color in the footer.js. So here where we have written our colors in the colors.sass file. Go to our footer.css file. Okay, so first if I want to use that colors, I need to import that file first. Okay, in normal CSS you cannot import it. Here you can write like a import. Okay, and what is the file name? Our file name is a uh, colors.css, something like this. So here what you have to do first, you need to just I'll remove like this. So put dot and slash. So this dot slash for this is inside here, right? So writing these two dots slash means it will come here. Again you need to go to one more level, right? That is the reason again you will write a dot slash again. Okay, now you are here inside the component. So if you are coming to src, already src colors.sass is available, right? So here you can say colors.sass file, something like this. Okay, now we have imported. Suppose you are writing in any other folder, you can include that folder name and write like this. Okay, so here what is the color we want to remove it? Let us remove this one and say dollar and primary something. So whatever the color name you have written here in the colors.css. So what is the color you have written? Primary. So let us copy this and add it to here. So go to your footer.js CSS. Okay, I have already imported. So let's file, save all. Okay, so let us reload the page again. See, the color is added, right? So now suppose I want to use it in entire project, wherever I want to use a blue color. So I can simply, what I am going to do in the project, I will import this file first. Okay, let's go to our header.js. Here the header, if I want to use it in a CSS file, I cannot use it. Then I have to change it to the what file? SAS file only. Let us rename it to SAS file. You can simply rename it. Okay, so whatever the code, CSS code you are able to write it, still you can write the same. Apart from that, advanced you can write it. Okay, that is the reason everything will work fine. Okay, so now I need to import what this SAS. Okay, and second I need to change this color. Okay, I want to change this color to the something like dollar white. Okay, dollar white already I have given in the my color code. If you see, dollar white already given. So wherever the white code I want to give it, I can simply use like this. So file and save all. Okay, and it will give one problem because this file is not available, right? So wherever this module.css. Okay, so anyhow that module.css itself not using in the here. Okay, so let us use this module.css here. You can use it, right? Import classes, classes. Okay, and header dot module dot here SAS file, not a simple file. And whatever the name you want to write it here, and go and use the something like this. So here BG warning is there, right? Let me remove here, and I will use a. So whenever you want to use multiple classes, you can use like this. Okay, so what is the first class name? Classes dot, what is my variable name here? Method like font hyphen white. Let us use the font hyphen white. What you need to add inside the dollar symbol, open bracket and close bracket. Another is BG hyphen warning. See, so this is white color and yellow color. So these two things it is happening. So let us remove this BG warning. We will apply it by ourselves. Let us do this one. Something. Okay, suppose you want to apply some background color here, you can write like a background color is equal to something, use any light. I want to say light color, but I am using dark color. Okay, something here we are using like this. Okay, so this is a normal one. So now you have defined one. Suppose now I, based on the color theme, I want to change my colors. Go to your colors.css. Here you can change to any other color. Suppose I click here, and we will change to the some other color. Suppose I like the green color. Let us change to green color and reload it. See, so where you are changing your font style, you are changing in only one file. Okay, so suppose if you want to maintain different themes, you can change these colors automatically. Your website will have a different colors. That is a first advantage. Okay, so here let me go with the yellow color. So let's go for the footer again. Okay, this is the first step. And second step is, if you go to this here, and here, so how you are writing your HTML code? First you are writing div. Inside the div you are writing h1. Inside the h1 you are writing this name, right? Okay, suppose there is a one more concept called, okay, nested styles. Okay, nested styles. Instead of writing like a class or a tag, something like this, in the SAS file what you can do, you can write your code like a your HTML. Okay, so what is the first level tag I am writing? Div. So I will copy this div. I'll go and directly add like div. Okay, and I'll put a open bracket and close bracket. That is okay. Inside the div, what is the tag I want to style it? H1. What is the tag? H1. Let's go to here and write like a H1. Open bracket and close bracket. Okay. Some background color is equal to light salmon, and color is equal to, I'll give the dollar primary. Okay. So let's save it and reload it. See here now. Okay, so how you have written your code? We have written our code like a nested. First I am writing a div tag, and then I am writing h1 tag. Like suppose you are writing more tags also. Suppose if you have a dashboard, so first you are having a div. Inside the div another div, another div is there, and that name is a card, something like this. You can write any level. Okay, so but finally what is going to happen is, internally whenever this code is translating into our CSS, it will convert into our combination selectors. Okay, so it will write like a div space h1 and open bracket and close bracket. This entire code is equal to like this, ma. This it will convert automatically. This code will be converting into like this. Okay, so who will do all this work? The translators or transcriptors will do that work. Okay, so what is the second advantage? We can write our CSS code like a HTML, nested styles, something like this. Not only the name, you can write class also. Suppose div dot header, something like this. So this meaning is a div tag should be there. That CSS class name should be header. Then only this style will apply. Otherwise, this style will not apply. Suppose you want to see here, and you can say class name is equal to footer. Now, suppose by default, if you see, the color is applied in the top and bottom. Because if you are applying in one place, it will apply over the all the files. Because I am writing only normal style. Okay. Now we have changed our styles. Something like div data footer, and inside the footer there should be h1 tag is there. See, only one place it is affected. Still you don't want to affect the styles in other places. Then what is the simple you can do it? You can change this one to the what? Data module.sass file, and you can import that module.sass like this. The header.js we have imported, right? Simply you can write like a class S, and you can write your sass like this. Automatically it will work only in a particular file. It will not in a all the files. Okay, so these two things, it is the most advantage using the sass. Okay.